So welcome back to this week's stats show. Just want to sort of look at Arnautovic's stats on his own, and obviously he's going to be a loss in the changing room and to the fans because he was a real hero at the club. But on the pitch, will it necessarily be that bad that Arnautovic is left? And the stats suggest that Stoke aren't necessarily in such a bad place if they manage to find a competent replacement for Arnautovic. This graph shows the split of goals Arnautovic has scored in the league and goals the rest of the side have scored in the league. And as we can see, the more Arnautovic scores, the less the team score. So perhaps the selfishness that Mark Hughes wanted Arnautovic to play with, he was always encouraging him to shoot, etc., is coming a problem to the side because his selfishness is literally being selfish and perhaps making sure Stoke don't score as many goals. And as we can see there, the season where Stoke scored the most goals, that 14-15 season, it all came from the counter-attacking, flowing, quick counter-attacking that we saw towards the end of the season, culminating in the 6-1 win against Liverpool. And hopefully a winger like Oxlade-Chamberlain will be much more accustomed to that than Arnautovic will be. And moving to looking at how Arnautovic compares to other players in the league, this graph here shows how well a player is doing by splitting up each line into the 20% of the players playing in a similar position. So you have the worst 20% in the dark red and the best 20% in the green. And as we can see, for passing and take-ons, Arnautovic does well in this regard. He's up there in the sort of the top 40%, definitely in the top 50% for most of these stats. But it's when we move down and look at, quite shockingly, shooting statistics, Arnautovic is in the bottom 20% of forwards for shots per 100 possessions. He's in the bottom 40% for shots on target. He's in the bottom 40% for percentage of shots resulting in a goal. And he's in the bottom 20% for goals per possession, per 100 possessions. So this all builds a photo that perhaps Arnautovic isn't entirely irreplaceable, but obviously the amount of goals he brought over the past 2 seasons and the assists and the effect he had on the pitch for Stoke is something that Stoke have really got to work on. But the stats are suggesting that we aren't hopeless. There is a chance that with a good replacement, Stoke could maybe even push on. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like and make sure you subscribe to the Bear Pit TV.